Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right, hello everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. For me, it's my Friday. My work week has ended, which is lovely. It was a long week. It was an annoying week. We've got people out on leave, FMLA, so made for a long work week, but luckily that is over. We're getting a late start today. We had to put our kiddo down to bed, and it was a little bit of a long put down, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later. Let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? All right, let's get a little audio check here going. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, I think that game audio is just a little bit loud. So we're going to turn that down just a little bit. All right, I'm going to do one more thing here. All right, we got that. I'm going to do one more thing here, and we should be good to go. Alright, one moment, and we should be good to go. Alright, let's jump into it, shall we? I know very little about this hack. Alright, sorry. Just gotta get my controller up and going here. Okay, let's do this. After some minor technical difficulties, we should be good to go. All right. This is a Kaizo hack of Super Mario World. changes. So this is a hacked, more difficult version of Super Mario World. Welcome to Akogare Mario World. I didn't write a story for this hack, but who reads those anyway? Have fun. Alright, let's do it. This even has a death counter, which is fun. We like that. Let's check Yoshi's treehouse. Remember, you can hit select on the overworld to save any time. This can be used to save your death count as well. This hack uses some coin guides here and there. Blue coins are for spinning. Other colors are usually for throwing an object. There's a cloud up there. Can I get it? Okay. Hi! Hello! We already found the first secret. We are already crushing this hack. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Bullet Promenade. Promenade? Promenade? Okay. So we gotta bounce off this. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to bounce off that. Maybe we can just jump. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. So we gotta run here. Not hit that guy. Gotta run here. Bounce off him. Triple bounce off of the bullets. Almost. Ooh. Do I just have to run off and then bounce? I think that might be the case. Okay. Oh my. Okay, so I gotta bounce once off the bullet, hit the block, and then come back. Okay. The death counter on this one is handy so that I don't have to count that myself. Alright. Yeah, we had a little bit of a time putting our kid to bed tonight. He's 5 and he had scratched up his hand while he was at the playground today and got a bunch of dirt in it, so we had to clean that out, and he did not care for cleaning that out one little bit. Dang. Okay, that's the furthest we've made it. So that got him all worked up, cleaning that out. And that just kind of stretched out everything for bedtime. And then he said he had something in his eye when it was time to put him down to sleep. And he said that he needed a wet towel to put in his eye. So we got him a wet towel to put in his eye. And then he said he needed to hold it there for 30 minutes or his eye wouldn't feel better. Which certainly sounds like somebody who's trying to stretch out bedtime a little bit. In my opinion. But what do I know? Didn't wait long enough. I think he's just very excited because he has a field trip tomorrow, and I volunteered to go on that tomorrow. Oh, okay, so we gotta do a little bounce there. So I think he's trying to stay up so we can get to that field trip sooner. But anywho, either way, my weekend has started today. And should be a pretty good one. Gonna go with the kiddo on his field trip with his class tomorrow. Then on Saturday, the wife and I are going to be going to one of the NFL preseason games, which I'm excited about. I haven't been to an NFL game in a minute. And the great thing about a preseason game is that you don't have to pay almost a rent payment to go see it. So we're gonna go catch the Seahawks and the Raiders preseason game tomorrow, and I'm pretty darn excited about it. Dang. So yeah, pretty excited about that. We've got kiddo's grandma coming over to watch him tomorrow while we go to that football game. So it should be a good time for all because his grandmother has a endless level of energy for hanging out with him that I will never truly understand. I have got, hold on, I've got a fruit fly here, and it is driving me insane. Absolutely insane. One second here. Okay. I hate fruit flies maybe more than anything on this earth. Oh my gosh, I have an idea. Guys, I can show you something cool. I have a fly zapper. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get this. Just you wait. Okay, I'm back. My wife may or may not think that I am a crazy person, but I purchased best $17 I've ever spent. It looks like a tennis racket. This thing is an electric bug zapper that you can use to swat the bugs. And if I see the thing, it's electric. If I see the thing, this bug is a goner. So, oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, you might be able to hear it. Hold on. When he comes back, he will come back, and I'm gonna get him. My wife thinks I'm a crazy person, but we'll get him. Okay. Alright, so that... We've got that ready to go for when he inevitably flies in my face again. Okay. Alright. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're gonna jump onto here. Little too early there. Oh no. You guys, I'm not kidding. When I first used this fly swat zapper the other day, I zapped our first fruit fly with it, and my kid literally jumped up and down going, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, daddy." And it was like, honestly, it's like maybe one of my greatest parenting moments of all time. So, worth every penny. Whoops. 49 deaths already. We're off to a good start, y'all. Dang. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make that. Of course, as soon as I get the zapper, the fly disappears. Your time is numbered, my friend. You'll make your appearance sooner or later, and it will be your end. Dang. Oh, dang. I thought that was the one that I didn't have to hold it on. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Nope. So we're gonna do a regular jump to the platform, spin jump, 1, 2, 3, bounce. Bounce, bounce. Then we're gonna get a big bounce. Okay, so I have to bounce there and not hold, but still get enough air to get to the next bullet bill, and then get a big jump after that. I feel like I die so many deaths just like trying to talk out what I'm supposed to do next. Which I think is half the fun of like trying to reason out or tease out what I'm supposed to do next. Wonder if I can scare that fly out of here. Where is he? I know you're around here somewhere. You can't hide forever. Oh, okay. Well, I guess the bullets just keep on shooting, so I can just wait there when I'm chit-chatting. Dang. Just a little bit too early. Big jump. Ah, held it too long. Big jump. Ah, didn't do the re-grab soon enough on the bullet bills there. Dang. No. No, wrong one. Dang. Ah. You know, it's a weird... It's weird that I so strangely enjoy these Kaizo hacks where I'm just beating my head against a wall over and over and over again trying to beat the same level. I feel like at work I spend a lot of my day talking to very sick people, trying to convince them to go to the hospital or to the doctor when they need to and don't really want to, beating my head against the wall doing that, and then I come home and I want to spend my time beating my head against the wall playing Super Mario World, so maybe I just like a challenge. Who's to say? There we go. Oh, it's the furthest I made it. I was reading an article earlier today, or a couple of articles, and the, what you call it? The new Fire Emblem game. Fire Emblem, it's not Threads of Fate. Fortune's Weave, that's what it's called. The new Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the preview embargo has been lifted. So all of the gaming outlets have started releasing their kind of reviews of the first, you know, 5 or so chapters of the game. I think it's like 20 hours or something. And the reviews look good. They're excited about it. They said that both the story is good and the combat is good. They are so far liking it a lot better than they did Engage, which has me very hopeful, because I thought the combat in Engage was fun, but the story was not great. So I am very, very excited. That one's coming out next month, and I will probably be playing a good bit of that game, both off and on stream. Oh my god, you guys, I think I saw the fly. Where'd he go? I think I saw him. There he is. Okay, hold on. Where'd he go? Where are you? I can get him. Where'd you go? Okay. You've escaped me for now. Your time is coming, Fly. There are very few things on this earth that annoy me more than a fruit fly. Like, they drive me bonkers. Okay, it's right in front of my face. It's like it knows when I start paying attention to the game again. And it flies away. Okay. Oh, we were so close! Nope. Alright, can we get to the ending or a checkpoint before we hit 120 deaths? I think we can. The Walking Archive! Hello, how are you? Happy Thursday evening to you. Hope you're having a good one. We are playing a Kaizo Super Mario World hack called Super Akogare World. I am doing great. Today was my Friday. Hold on. There is a fruit fly in here and it's driving me crazy. I promise. Walking Archive, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You may have followed just in time to watch me kill a fruit fly. Look, I have this. It's electric. And it will zap the fruit fly if I can get him. It keeps flying right in front of my face and it's driving me insane. Where'd it go? Okay. It's gone. Okay. If it comes back, I'll get it. Okay. Anywho, before the fruit fly interrupted, we're playing a Kaizo Super Mario World hack called Super Akogare World. As you can see, we're 101 deaths in, so we're off to an excellent start. Dang it. Okay. And I don't know if you've played or watched many Kaizo hacks, but the long and short of it is that they've been... the original game, the base game, has been hacked to be a lot more difficult than your standard base game of Super Mario World, and I'm kind of addicted to them. But what are we getting up to tonight? Archive? Doing anything fun tonight? Making ROM hacks is my passion. Nice. Do you have any that are posted on the SMW Central or anywhere online? Made a Super Mario Brothers 1 hack. Nice. Was it like took a couple years? I'm sure it was a real passion project. Is it like a kind of like a vanilla hack where it's just kind of like, you know, a different version of the base game, or is it something that's a lot difficult? Okay. Kind of vanilla version of the base game with like different levels. Nice. I'm always so impressed by the people who, you know, Kaizo or otherwise, you know, kind of take the time in their spare time to learn how to program this stuff. and they just like, they do this for free, and they put it on the internet and just create like hours of free content for gaming content for people to enjoy, and I just think it's really, really cool when people do that. I actually have a friend that I went to college with, who not too long ago has gotten into making hacks, or I should say mods, for oh, yes! Okay, we got the checkpoint. But anyway, my friend has recently gotten into making the Bethesda space game. What's it called? Oh, Spacecraft. It's not StarCraft. It's oh, what the heck is that game called? Anyway, the big Bethesda, you know, the big Bethesda game that was basically like Skyrim but in space. She's been making ROM hacks for that, and I just think that's so cool. Do you, are you working on, any new hacks right now? Or just kind of basking in the glory of the one that you've already created? Working on a new one now, nice. Is it for, Super Mario Brothers 1, or one of the other games? First SMW hack, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, dang. Things that I love to see in a ROM hack, especially if it's a difficult one. I want a quick restart, and I want a death counter, just because I think the death counters are really funny. Ooh, okay, so I think I gotta, when I get to, I don't know if you can see my mouse on the screen there. I think when I get to here, I need to just kind of like, when it's here, run off the edge, and then small bounce off of here, and then there should be another bullet bill that pops up here, and then I'm gonna have to jump up and over, so no holding jump here, and then re-grab jump, bounce here, and then up and over the munchers. Okay, okay, I think I got it. Do you have a particular theme that your SMW hack is gonna stick to, like the Super FX chip? Nice. I'll be completely honest. I know that that's a thing that exists, but I'm assuming that it gives you access to more like complicated graphical choices, or music choices, or better sprites. Helps with 3D graphics. Okay, yeah. That's kind of what I assumed that it did. That's awesome. Do you have a title for it yet, or is it too early? Too early, yep. What's funny is that because your little avatar on the bottom of the screen is an Execute from Pokemon, I'm only going to be able to picture you as a 3-headed tree monster from Pokemon, so I apologize. I'm I'm 80% sure that you're an actual human person, but I'm only going to be able to picture you as a three-headed walking tree monster, so sorry, man. Alright. It happens. Gotta take these things in stride. Alright, hold on. I gotta ban this AI viewers nonsense. Hold on. Let's see. Just 1 second here. Alright, let's go ahead and ban that AI thing and get back to the game. Okay, and you know what? Hold on 1 second. I've got a visitor who wants to come in. Give me just a second. She was yelling at me from outside the door. She was not to be denied. Hello. Hi. Hi, did you need to be a part of this? Okay. Alright, you got your time in the sun and it's time to go. Okay. Alright, bye-bye, kitty cat. So long. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, so bounce off this guy and die immediately. Nice. I would love to be able to make a ROM hack, I think. I just think it sounds like so much fun. I think what would get me tied up, what would cause me the most problems, is that would be in the play testing. Because I was, you know, I was a big fan. The play testing, yeah, and you know, I feel like I struggle with it for some reason. You know, I feel like, you know, when, when Mario Maker was kind of like in its heyday, I actually made a couple of levels on Mario Maker, and some streamers that I watch actually tried playing them when they were doing like viewer levels, and I thought that I had play tested them pretty well and like worked out all the kinks, and then the streamers that were playing them in both levels that I tried to make found soft locks almost immediately, and I was like, oh, well, I didn't know that that was a possibility in the level. So I think I'm just bad at it. I think I when it comes to these levels, I just... Oh, yeah, they were nice about it. They were just like, oh, well, one of them was like, well, this probably didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. And then I think the other one, who tried one of my levels was Dragon Feeny, if you've ever seen that streamer before. I think that she was just really confused. I think she was just really confused by the level and was like, is this supposed to be a troll hack? Like, am I supposed to be getting soft locked here? Like, am I Am I supposed to get stuck here, or was this a mistake? And then she just kind of, like, kindly moved on to the next level. But that was a while ago. That was, like, back, like, pandemic days, I think. So, like, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe? Man, I'm up to 186 deaths. I gotta lock in. Oh man, there was like a delay. Is only difficult if you overcomplicate it. Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. Dang. Yeah, and I feel like I'm the person that, like, if I try to make a level, my MO is that I'm going to make it overly complicated. So I think that maybe it's something I'll try someday, but I think for now I'll just enjoy playing the levels. Okay, here we go. Oh no! Okay, that stinks. Okay, so I've gotta get over. So 2 jumps, and then I've gotta do a no-hold jump, and then a big jump over the top here, and then there should be another one that pops out here that I can jump on. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, totally. How many, the Super Mario World, or Mario Brothers 1 hack that you made, how many levels or, exits did it have in it?
Oh.
40 levels. Okay, that's a beefy hack. That is a beefy hack, my friend. Did it have like custom bosses or like the you said it was vanilla, so I'm guessing it was the kind of the standard bosses, if any, or same bosses, yeah. Oh, I panicked! I have to assume that this is the end of the level, and I panicked on the very last jump. Dang. Oh, some physics engine changes. What kind of changes did you do? Was it like different jumps, or what kinds of things did you put into it? I'm always fascinated by this stuff. Dang. Okay, kind of getting that part down. Ah, no! Movement related, like run speed, stop speed, acceleration, and other stuff. Okay, yeah. Kind of like messing with the P speed and stuff. I think one of my favorite levels that I've ever seen somebody create is it's not a hack that I've played yet, just because I think, at least at this moment, that it's like a little bit out of my skill level. But in the Kaizo hack, Grand Pool World 3, there is a level, I can't remember what it's called, but it has like a funky beat to it, and every time you reach a certain point of the beat, Mario will like pause. Even if he's in midair, he'll freeze and he'll like do this, or he'll stick his butt out, or he'll turn upside down. So basically it's kind of like every time he hits like a certain point on the beat, he'll kind of like stop and freeze. And you use those points where he freezes to kind of like help you avoid obstacles or things that are like flowing behind you. And I just thought that it was like one of the coolest, like most creative things I've ever seen. Custom power-up, that's cool. What does the power-up do? Yeah, I did. I thought it was a really neat idea that they did, and they like the fact that like the feet or the beat had like kind of like some stank to it, so it was like really fun to listen to as well, so that like even though people were dying on the level like 200 or 300 times, it was like it never stopped being fun to watch and listen to as well. But I thought it was really cool. It's hard to time that part because I feel like there's like a delay for when the bullets are coming out. Hammer suit, it's a bit different than the official one. Okay. What is it like? How does the hammer suit like differ from the regular one? The one that you made. Oh, I panicked again. The hammers drop really fast. Oh, okay, so like, I know that the regular hammer suit kind of like tosses it like up in the air a little bit. And they kind of like go, right? So they kind of like, they're kind of floaty. I'm guessing that yours kind of like aren't as floaty as the regular ones. Is that kind of like a good way to describe it? Yeah, okay. Alright, here we go. Dang. I wonder if I can beat this before I get to 250 deaths. I think it's more fun that way and it feels more powerful. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it kind of feels like with the... I feel like with the floaty... with the floaty hammers, it kind of feels like the enemies have like a lot of time to dodge out of the way, which I think is kind of annoying and kind of like nerfs the weapon in your hand a little bit. More than I would like anyway. There was a cool power-up that I saw in a different hack where it essentially just like Mario just had like a giant baseball bat in Super Mario World, and any of the charging chucks that had baseballs or footballs, you could use the baseball bat to launch the balls back at them, which I thought was really fun. Yeah, I think that that bat was in a probably like a relatively well-known, I think, SMW hack. Although for the life of me, I can't remember what that one was called. Ah! Man, I really keep panicking on this last jump. It's in my head. Living rent-free. Do I have a Discord link? You know, I have a Discord, but I'll be honest, I made it and I haven't super used it. You know, so does it exist? Yes. Do I use it? No. You know, I have I use Twitch and YouTube, and I'm on Blue Sky as well, where I kind of, you know, post when I'm streaming and such. Dang. But you know, I work a full-time job. You know, we have a young kid, and I just don't have the bandwidth to manage a Discord as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Dang. Oh, that's nice, man. Thanks. Yeah, you know, if I start using it more often, I'll keep that in mind if I start using it more often. That's really kind of you to offer that. All right. The hardest part about this is that, like, I just want the bullet bills to come out sooner. I just, like, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for them, and I feel like the timing doesn't feel like it's super consistent. I don't know if it's jank or if I'm just, like, if I'm not doing the right thing to bait out the bullet bill, or what is going on there? Do you, I know that you make hacks. Do you have any that other people have played that you like or recommend? Sometimes it comes out fast, sometimes it comes out slow. Those bullet bills, and I just don't know when they're gonna come out fast versus slow. One of my friends is doing an interview with Kurt Harlund from Information Society. Now I have to look up who both of these people are. Hold on. Kurt Harland. Singer and songwriter. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, so he's he is a game, music, creator. Oh, he's the oh, never mind. I got confused for a second. Okay. Nice. That's really cool. Is he doing that for a, what you call it, a gaming publication, or for like a website or a YouTube channel? What's that for? Oh, for a YouTube channel. Cool. Do they, does the channel kind of focus on, music-related content for games, or is it just like a, gaming channel in general? Oh, your friend is one of the developers of Legacy of Kain? Is that what I'm understanding? Oh, really cool. Now, Legacy of Kain, that's like Soul Reaver, right? The one where he's kind of like a half dead or demon. Yeah, Soul Reaver. Okay, cool. That's really cool. Was that the did he work on the original game, or is he working on like I feel like I've seen that they've been doing some remakes lately. Hold on, I'm gonna get this fruit fly. I just saw it. It got away. Okay, never mind. But he's so he worked on the original game, or like a remake. I know that there have been talks about doing some, I feel like some remakes recently, or some remasters. Oh, remasters, cool. Did those come out yet? Or are those still in development? I don't remember. They weren't, they did come out already. Okay. They came out. Nice. Yeah, I think, the Soul Reaver games, I think that when those came out, they may have been, because what year did that even originally come out? Let's see. Legacy of Kain release date. Now I gotta look this up. came out in 1996. Yeah, so I was... Yeah, so back in 1996, I think that I was 10, like 10 years old maybe, when that game came out. Raina Audrin. Oh, cool. Nice. But yeah, I think I remember when that game came out, the Soul Reaver games, we didn't have a PlayStation at my house at the time. We didn't have a PlayStation at my house at the time, but a buddy of mine did. And I went over to his house, and I think that 9 or 10-year-old me was too scared to play the game, but I was also, like, too scared to admit it. So I just, like, watched my buddy play it and just sat there, like, oh yeah, no, I've heard and seen that they're really good, but I just, like, 10-year-old me, I was like, this is too scary. I don't want to play this. And I don't think that I played a PlayStation game until I was till probably about like a year or so later. When my older brother got a PlayStation, and he had Final Fantasy VII. Was kind of what finally got me into the PlayStation. Yeah, I've heard that they are. I've heard that the games are quite good. I'll have to add it to my ever-growing backlog. Dang. We're up to 327 deaths. It's going really well. Dang. The cap lock on the tree guy makes me a rude vibe, so I'm direct about what I say. It's like this three-headed tree Pokemon is shouting at me that I need to be playing mid-90s PlayStation games. Which is really funny to me. What? Let's go! First level down. Let's go. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy VII. Cloud sees a lot of screen time on this stream. All right. Now we're going on to Super Koopa Hills. Now that we've beaten Bullet Promenade. Okay. Legend says the butt is mightier than the shoes. Okay. So I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of sliding here. Oh, okay. So I think that I need to just let go after I slide. Nope. The legend is a bit strange. The legend of butts. Okay, so I gotta get some more speed going than that. Well, that's not gonna do it. What cracked me up is that, like, at the very beginning of this hack, it said, I didn't make a story because who reads stories anyway? Nobody cares. Just play the game and enjoy it. So that cracked me up. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. What a start to a hack. There's no story, just play the game. Okay, Alright, so I know that I need to get some more air somehow here. Yeah, an amazing way to start a hack. I think I need to skip the directionality. No? Maybe if I hit the jump button right when I hit him. Nope. Yeah, this is quite the start. It almost seems like I do better if I just jump. Yeah, it's like... I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, run and get some more P-speed, like, going back and forth. Like, maybe that might be possible to get, like, maybe if I jump up here? Okay, well, I know that I don't think the directionality... Maybe I need to be facing forward. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I kept facing backwards. And I guess facing backwards, he doesn't get as much airtime? So I had to be facing forward. Weird. I feel like every time I play a new hack, you learn something new about the physics of this game. Okay, so then on this one, on the second jump, you have to do a smaller jump. Super Mario World has, like... It seems like such a simple game. There we go. Oh, okay, but I needed to keep butt sliding there. Okay. It has so many weird little idiosyncrasies about the physics. Like, one of the things that I think about is how, like, if there's there are certain levels that I've seen where there will be you'll run through a tunnel that's exactly the height of Mario's body, and they'll put a 1 square gap in the floor that you can't jump over because the ceiling's too low, and the only way that you can get over it is if you hold I believe it's the jump button. If you hold the jump button, that actually makes him fall slower, and it slows his fall just enough that you can go over the single gap in a floor like that. Like, Super Mario World's got so many, like, weird little things like that that you can exploit to kind of make almost like little pseudo puzzles that people have to solve through the physics of the game. And I think that's really fun thing about these games. Alright. Okay, so I gotta get a smaller jump there, so I gotta let go of the jump button. Okay, gotta hold it a little bit, I guess. Dang. That pipe is, like, diabolically placed. Just, like, the worst pipe. Dang. Keep wanting to hold the jump button for too long there. What's really funny is that at the bottom of the screen here, I've also got this this haunter, this ghost guy, who is a feudal exporter Zalsi, which is the like spam account that I banned from the Twitch channel because they were trying to sell me they're trying to sell like fake AI viewers. And even though I banned them from the channel, they're still popping up on the bottom of the screen as a little stream avatar there, so it's almost like the spam account is gone, but his ghost remains. SMW lore. Isaac Newton died from the impact of the apple. Yeah, maybe. I mean, what a way to go, though. Like, discovering gravity. Man. You want to know something that's got me really messed up right now? And I've been driving my wife crazy talking about this, and honestly, like, there's like one coworker I have who is just like just as deep down the rabbit hole as I am. But I've been driving my coworkers crazy talking about this. The other day on the weekend, I was sitting down with my kid, and he was watching this show where these like little cartoon guys who like live inside of a computer explain science questions, or explain how like different science things work to kids. So like each episode, a kid will ask a different science question, and then these weird little guys who live inside the computer will explain this science-related question to them. So in this particular episode, a kid had asked how are planets made. So they kind of explained all of the lore and the mechanics about how a planet is made. And then the other piece of lore that they dropped randomly is just like one little like throwaway sentence, is that time actually slows down when it is nearby a like gravity dense object, to the point where like satellites that are orbiting the Earth, actually the time for these satellites actually moves at a faster rate than time does for things that are closer to Earth's gravitational pull, which means that like the scientists and the fun fact, TV static is literally showing energy from the birth of the universe. Okay, now you're gonna send me down another rabbit hole, and I can't because I'm already stuck on this one, where like the satellites, the technicians actually have to program the satellites differently, because time is moving faster on the satellites than it does on Earth, and they have to account for that when they're programming them to work. And that just like, when they said that, it really got me messed up. And then like my coworker was going down the rabbit hole with me and mentioned how she sent me this diagram. Time only exists on Earth, kind of. Well, like, that's what got me messed up too, because it's like, it's a concept, right? So like, this diagram that she sent me had a like a two-dimensional plane to represent time, and then it had like these round balls that were gravitationally dense objects, like planets, etc. And the larger objects, or the ones that had more gravity, were making a bigger indent in this two-dimensional plane, which was time. And then that got me messed up even further, because we're talking about, that's got me thinking about like the three-dimensional or like the four-dimensional force of like gravity acting on a two-dimensional concept, which is time. And it's just like, it's got me all sorts of messed up, and it's like, it's all I've been able to think about for almost 2 weeks. Ah, poop. Okay, I was supposed to slide there. Okay, time is a human concept. Right, right. Time is a human concept, but also, like, time has to be used to program these satellites, so it's like the effect of gravity on these satellites and on these things is something that has to be accounted for. It's so wild to me. My wife used to, and now, you know, still does work in a we don't have the concept of nothing, right? And like, she was a programmer and had to think about, you know, how time factors into a lot of the things that she designed. And when I told her about, you know, the satellites having to be programmed differently to account for that variance, oh man, okay, so I at least, I did it right there and I killed the plant, but then I panicked. But when I told her that they had to program and account for the differences, that got her all messed up, and she's like, you gotta stop talking about this stuff. Like, if you keep talking about time and how gravity messes it up, like, I'm gonna put you in a conversation timeout. Like, I can't keep talking about this. All right, what's your best science rabbit hole that you have for me? I keep wanting to just like time that just right to get as much slide as I can out of it. Nope, we're just gonna start over again. It's hard to time that right. Cold water boils faster than hot water. Cold water boils faster than hot water. Is there like, is there a threshold to that? Like, if it's like if it's a certain temperature, like hot, that like a threshold for when it becomes slower? Particle accelerators. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, fun fact number 2, that doesn't get me messed up. I'm just like, yeah, totally. It's just accelerating particles. That makes sense to me. But the cold water boils faster than hot water one has got me a little messed up. I guess that makes sense because I guess that well, does it take more energy to heat up cold water or more energy to heat up hot water? I don't... Or is it because the heat would already be closer to the temperature of the water that it's heating, that it doesn't move the temperature as quickly as hot water does to cold water? That one's got me messed up. I'm gonna have to research that one a little bit more. Because now that one's got me messed up. Man, I'm having trouble timing. Like when to hold versus not hold the jump there. Like, I don't know if I need to... That was closer. Struggling with that one a little bit. Alright, let's see here. Ah, that was closer. Alright, I think I've got about up until about 500 deaths. I think that's how many tries I've got in me before I'm gonna give up on this level for the night. If I make it further than that, if I do it before then I'll keep going, but I think I've got about 50 more tries left in me. Dang it. I'm just having trouble consistently getting it right, and those munchers are diabolically placed. Because I'm trying to, the reason I keep jumping there is because I'm trying to jump, let go of the jump button, and then grab the jump button again before I hit the ground. So I'm kind of just like holding the jump button still. Blue eyes are our mutation, not natural. Oh no! Dang. Yeah, which is funny because my wife and I both have dark hair, dark eyes, and my kid somehow he looks... My kid looks just like me, honestly. But his hair is blonde, his eyes are blue, and I think he got that. My brother's is blonde hairs and blue eyes. So I think he got that from my brother's wing of the genetic tree. Although I will say, I've got a cousin and an uncle who are like 6'5" and like 6'7". They are huge dudes. Like they have like NBA basketball players size feet, like size 15 shoes, just like bonkers. my kid is just like freakishly tall for how old he is, and I'm starting to wonder if he's not going to be blonde hair, blue eye, and about like 6'4", 6'5", like some of the other family members. Because I'm certainly not... I wouldn't say that I'm like a shrimpy dude, but I'm certainly not 6'4", 6'5". I think he's gonna end up being taller than both me and my wife by a pretty safe margin. Green eyes are a mutation as well, right? No. Wait. Ah! Dang, I didn't know what I was supposed to do there. I think green eyes are a mutation as well, aren't they? And they're kind of like... They're kind of like dying out, I feel like green eyes are. Like, there's less and less people who have them. There are no male calico cats. They are naturally born as they... that are normally born as they are all female. Interesting. I did not know that. Here's my question, though. And this just raises my ignorance, because, like, I feel like I can look at a dog and be like, oh, that's a beagle. Or, like, you know, that's a German Shepherd, or that's a Golden Retriever. When it comes to cats, there are very few of them where I'm like, oh, I know what that breed is. Like I would know, like what a Maine Coon is, or I would know what a like a Siamese cat is, or like a short hair versus long hair. But I don't actually know what a calico cat is. Like, I don't know what separates a calico cat from other cats. And I probably should have looked this up like a long time ago, but I just haven't. And when people ask me what kind of cat we have, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, she's a hairy one. She's got long hair and she's fluffy. She's a fluffy cat. Here we go. Hazel green eyes. Do you have like those weird eyes that like kind of look like they're changing color depending on what light they are? Ah, dang. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those eyes are always funky to look at. I think our cat actually, I don't actually know what breed she is, but if I were to guess, I think that she is like a Maine Coon mixed with something else, because she looks like a Maine Coon, where she has that big fur and the pointy ears. Almost 500 deaths. Yep. Oh! Oh boy. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give it a few more deaths. Maybe I'll give it a few more tries. Because, like, as soon as I said that, I started making some progress. So, like, maybe I'll just give it a few more. Maybe I'll just give it a few more. I don't want to be like the gambler who stops right before he wins big. Just a few more. Just a few more. I got a taste. I got a taste of getting just far enough that I want to give it a few more tries. Oh, well, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. You know, I have a full-time job that I really like. You know, I work in healthcare, you know, helping some really sick people. So I'm not looking to, you know, become like a full-time streamer or, you know, make a career or anything out of this. I just really like to, you know, hang out and play some games and just like, you know, chit-chat with some people who are like-minded and you know, just kind of enjoy hanging out and brainlessly watching somebody else play a game. So, thanks for tuning in, man. I think that I'm gonna give this legit. I'm gonna give this until 550 tries. So 46 more tries, and that's my hard out, and I'm gonna call it a stream just because I do. Hold on, dang it. I do have to get up a little bit early tomorrow just because I have volunteered to be a parent helper for my kid's field trip tomorrow. So, 550 is my hard out. But thanks for coming by the stream. I really appreciate it. You'll be up at 5. I will also probably be up at 5 because my kid, we don't really need alarm clocks in my house because my kid is always up at the crack of dawn. He's just one of those. Are you in the States or are you located somewhere else? I'm just curious if you're like if you're a West Coast guy where it's like, okay, yeah, it's like getting a little bit late, or if you're like, oh, you're an East Coast guy. Ooh, man, so you're burning the midnight oil right now. Okay. Ah. Yeah, 550 is my hard out, and then I'm gonna call it. So 23 more tries. Well, I appreciate you staying up late to hang for a little bit. Alright, here we go. Yeah, man, thanks. Alright, here we go. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. If you, what was I gonna say? Since you're followed on here, you'll, I think you can, you know, turn on the, alerts, but generally, I try to stream on, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights at least, around the same time. So yeah, try to tune in. I also, on my Blue Sky, post up a stream schedule, so if you're ever curious about what is coming up next, damn it, you can always jump on there as well, but I appreciate you dropping by. Alright, 11 more tries for glory. 10 more tries for glory. 9 more attempts at glory. Okay, I'm gonna stop counting down because I feel like I do worse when I do that. Alright, here we go. Six. Okay, I'm not going to count that one. 4 more from this one.
Oh.
3. Okay, 2. Make this one count. Okay, last try. Okay, that's it. That's all I got in me. We are gonna go ahead. But I really appreciate Walking Archive. Really appreciate you tuning in to the stream. Really appreciate that. Stream is not starting soon. It's ending. But I appreciate you tuning in, staying up late with me, man. I might try to stream again this weekend. It depends. I'll be going to an NFL preseason game with my wife on Saturday, so don't think I'll be streaming then. So maybe Sunday night, but for sure I'll be back on Monday, and then probably Wednesday and Thursday next week. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and hope you have a good weekend, and that you're not too bleary-eyed with your 5 a.m. wake up. Thanks so much. So long.